Geometry in nature. Geometry is present everywhere in nature as we discover more and more about an environment and our surroundings. We see so many examples of geometrical concepts. Geometrical concepts of mathematics such as shapes, parallel lines, symmetry, similarity, fractal can be easily observed in nature. Symmetry in nature. Geometrical shapes are what most people think of as shapes. Circles, squares, triangles, and diamonds are made up of regular patterns that are easily recognizable. The concept of mathematics in nature is as innate as a person taking their first breath. So, to say that mathematics exists in nature is as redundant as a statement as saying that humans themselves exist in nature. Spheres in nature. A perfect sphere is defined as being completely symmetrical around its center, with all points on the surface lying the same distance from the center point, like the moon. Polygons in plants. There are many types of flowers that forms polygons, as you can see in the picture themselves. Angles in nature. The amount of turns between two straight lines that have a common end point. Angle can be finding out in nature like. A starfish has each angle of 72 degrees, and two adjacent mountains form an angle of different degrees.
History of architecture. The history of architecture traces the changes in architecture through various traditions, regions, overarching trends, and dates. The term architecture generally refers to building, but in its essence is much broader, including field. However, architecture was polychromed in much of the ancient and medieval period. Architecture in Greece. Ancient Greek architecture came from the Greek speaking people whose culture flourished on the Greek mainland, Aegean island, and in colonies of Anatolia and Italy for a period from about 900 BC until the 1st century AD. Architecture in Islamic art. Islamic art moved towards unique imaginary and developed a complex form known as the arabesque. Islamic architecture includes two important types of buildings. The first, structure of worship, called a mosque. Mosques had large central domes and entrance of semicircular arcs, and it includes minarets, which were high narrow towers with stairs that led to a balcony from which prayer was called 5 times a day.
Geometry, algebra, and trigonometry all play a crucial role in architectural design. Architects help these math forms to plan their blueprints or initial sketch designs. They also calculate the probability of issues the construction team could run into as they bring the design vision to life in 3 dimensions. According to the Council of Architecture, only maths is essential to apply for Bachelor of Architecture. The construction of various buildings or monuments has a close relationship with geometry. Before constructing architectural forms, mathematics and geometry help put forth the structural blueprint of the buildings. Geometry does not leave even a single chance to play a significant in home as well. The windows, doors, beds, chairs, tables, TV, mats, rugs, etc. have different shapes. Moreover, bed sheets, covers, mats, and carpets have different geometric patterns on them. Geometry is also important cooking, the chef needs to add all the ingredients in accurate proportion and ratio to put forth an delicious dish.
Geometric design is a fun trend that focuses on the simplistic beauty of mixing certain shapes, lines, and curves together for creative results. And geometric art is inspired from geometry. Generally, it is designed with the circle, square, and rectangle. It is a great way to make an aesthetic art piece, and you can do it no matter how much you have experience. The design of horsehead geometric art is purely artistic. It is per the imaginations to come up such beautiful piece with shape of geometry. It is appealing at the right angle. And geometric colorful boxes design art is full of colors. All the geometric shapes are brought together and has been given a beautiful pattern which is simply adorable.
Geometry in sport. There are many sports that utilize geometric shape to help mark out the specific areas of play. Take a look at the soccer pitch below. The field of play is made up of quadrilaterals, rectangle, 90-degree angle, and circle. Furthermore, these soccer pitches, tennis courts, and basketball courts have mirror symmetry. Again, look at the soccer pitch. You will notice that one half of the playing area, home, is identical to the other side away. Beyond the examples of geometric shapes and symmetry within the playing fields, geometry is also used by the athletes themselves. The relative position of figures is a key part. To know where your teammates are in relation to you and your opponent is not geometry.
Think about your day.